time it is. We've got 6 things that you should know, and we're covering all things health today. And number 1 on our list, with all this stormy weather, did you know that your health and bad weather could be connected? If your joint ever hurts when a storm is coming, you're not crazy. The change in the atmosphere is to blame.
Yeah, the change in barometric pressure is to thank for this. Your joints aren't the only part of your body affected by the weather. In fact, weather's impact on your body and the natural world is so varied, there's a whole scientific study devoted to it. Biometeorology, the study of how and why the weather impacts animals, plants, and humans. Weather can change symptoms of existing diseases, contribute to new conditions, and prompt temporary physiological changes inside of your body. I had a whole professor at college that kind of studied that, the weather and the effect on your health. Pretty crazy stuff.
Yes, it is. And number 2 on our list, new studies show many doctors and nurses in intensive care units at hospitals do not perform proper hand hygiene. Researchers from the University of Iowa conducted a study that observed 18 hospitals and the employees' hand washing routines.
Yeah, they found workers were less likely to clean their hands when moving from dirtier to cleaner tasks. Of course, this means a higher risk of transmitting infections to patients. Surprisingly, the nurses had the cleanest hands, while doctors, technicians, and therapists had the more dirty hands.
But wait, our 3rd one on our list says patients can also spread dangerous germs in hospitals. This study comes from the University of Michigan, and it shows 14% of patients had antibiotic-resistant bacteria on their hands or nostrils very early in their hospital stay, and nearly a third of objects in hospital rooms, like nurse call buttons, tested positive. Lots of germs in the hospital. Who would have thought that?
Who would have imagined?
I can imagine that. Number 4 on our Thursday says April 20th is approaching, or 420, which is the unofficial marijuana holiday.
And as cannabis is legalized in more states in the U.S., the social norms around consuming the plant are changing. The granddaughter of famous etiquette author Emily Post is helping people navigate this new landscape. Liz McLaughlin has more details.
And you're all set to go.
As marijuana legalization grows, cannabis is coming out of the closet and into the open at social events.
People are much more willing to consume at your average dinner party or have it be a gift that you might see either coming your way or one you might be inclined to give.
In higher etiquette, Lizzie Post offers advice to navigate the world of marijuana manners.
There's been a long established etiquette to cannabis culture.
For those whose stoner schooling ended at Puff Puff Pass,
of course, no bogarting.
There can be a lot to learn. Whether it's for casual use or a special event, Post addresses how to handle cannabis with class.
Here we have our place setting,
including a guide to table setting for paired dinners.
Put your bowl on your left.
Best practices for sharing devices.
Be careful. Try not to consume with others. If you're sick, stick to your own personal methods.
And for those planning a weedcation, if you're not staying at a bud and breakfast, check accommodations to make sure imbibing is allowed on the property.
420 friendly, very common phrases in this community.
Whether cannabis is absorbed, infused, eaten, or smoked, keep in mind that some may want to keep their consumption offline.
Always ask first whether someone's comfortable with photos being taken.
And of course, always tip your bud tender. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
And number 5 for today's list, there are still a lot of myths out there about sleep, like adults need 5 or fewer hours of sleep. Snoring, what? Snoring of sleep. Why is snoring there?
Just a random word in the prompter.
Snoring, although annoying, is mostly harmless, and watching TV in bed helps you relax. All of these are false and potentially harmful to your health. Sleep experts from New York University say the most damaging of all of these is that some people need only 5 hours of sleep.
You need more than that.
I need like 10.
You need more than that, apparently. Long-term sleep deficits actually increase the risk of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. Another false assumption is that snoring is harmless.
It's not harmless to my ears. Let me just tell you that right now.
Experts say snoring can be a sign of sleep apnea. And lastly, the myth of having a drink can help you fall asleep is also false. Studies show alcohol reduces the body's ability to achieve deep sleep. Oops.
Last but not least on our list, an interesting new way of helping cancer patients has nothing to do with medication.
Yeah, in fact, they don't even have to talk about cancer, and that's the point. Erica Edwards reports.
So we're going to do a scene. It's set at a park bench.
It's no surprise to find an improv class in Los Angeles.
Thank you forever and ever and ever.
But these women are not actors.
That happened.
they're cancer survivors.
Wonderful!
It's a very Hollywood type of support therapy without the drama.
I didn't want to be in a support group where we talked about our cancer. I wanted to be someplace where we laughed and we reduced our stress.
The program at Cedars-Sinai has star power in comedian Shelley Gossman, who has writing credits at Saturday Night Live and the NBC sitcom AP Bio.
I have an awesome new Miles mission.
She's also been through cancer twice.
You don't lose your sense of humanity and wonder and laughter when you're sick. But when people constantly come at you with like, oh no, it can feel like laughter's gone.
Gossman partnered with Cedars-Sinai to study how improv, acting without a script, can help patients faced with cancer, a disease that doesn't always follow a set of rules.
You have no idea where the scene is going, and you start speaking, and all of a sudden you're alone, but you're not. The other person supports you.
From what doctors have observed so far in another cancer survivor improv group, it's having a measurable effect.
Improv has made a big impact on depression, on anxiety, on well-being.
Patients are not required to be funny, just be willing to trust the process and each other. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
And stay with us. We're giving you all the details to the largest student art festival in the South, and you don't want to miss it.
And if you are experiencing robocalls, we have the answer. Stick around.